Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Pulse Headline News. Let's go ahead and start off with some music this morning, then we'll get rolling into the show. Enjoy, everybody. See you shortly.
It starts with
one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch the countdown to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pulse Headline News. Today is Friday, February 9th, 2023. All those new listeners out there, welcome to our show. Let me go ahead and give the big welcome here. Good morning, Scott, my trusty co-pilot here. Maybe. Are you teching? Can you hear me? I see you trying to speak, but I don't hear no words coming out. Oh, maybe?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Now I can. What, were you muted?
No, the phantom power was off again. I try not to keep it on all the time.
You're leaving the phantom in the background? Is that what you're doing?
It's
Uh,
just not want really a hot mic connected to my laptop 24/7.
right, right. Good morning, Scott, and happy Friday to you. And
Morning.
happy Friday to everyone out there. All right, let me get the weather out here real quick here for the Denali Borough. Welcome to the show. By the way, we are coming to you live from Alaska. Current conditions here for the Denali Borough, we are at -8 right now. Woohoo! Heat wave. High today is going to be -2. We're going to roll back over for a low of -8. Saturday going into tomorrow, we're hitting the positives. Going to be +2 tomorrow with a low of -8. Sunday, we're going to go +4, and low of -4, and got about a 65% chance of the white stuff. It's going to be bouncing back and forth through all of next week. So Monday -1 to -15. Then we jump back into the positives again. It looks like we're going to hold for the positives. Welcome to Alaska. It's actually beautiful right now. I'll take this weather anytime. Beats freezing our tail off. All right, let's also welcome our listeners out there. I see Yancey's out there. I see Rocky's out there. I see a few others joining in. You ready to get this thing rolling, Scott? You must be having difficulties again. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Hey now.
I don't have any good news for you today, so
No good news. Are you the angel of death coming through?
probably pretty
Probably.
close.
All right, so let's get things rolling. What do you got for us today? Let's go ahead and start this headline news for today.
It came out from U.S. officials that the
Okay.
Ukrainian military almost never launches an HIMARS rocket round at Russian targets without detailed coordinates provided by the U.S. military.
Interesting. Okay.
No, I don't
Uh,
know where that news goes. If that goes into the pile of we're just we're directing the war, like a
right, right.
like a set director, like
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, this kind of garbage is popping up everywhere right now. I
Right.
mean, it just, yeah,
Or
we're
maybe
the
or
conductor.
maybe the Ukraine just is really that has I mean, it's like I say these things out loud and people are going to get upset, but is the Ukraine just a really garbage military?
Well, look at Yancey, it's a pile of something.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got. I mean, this is all we hear now. Let's see. Yeah, of course, Potato Head has money interest there. There you go. Um, we got any way you look at it, it's the world has focused on us right now, correct? And
Yeah.
basically everything that comes out on Ukraine just keeps bouncing off us. I was watching some of the other news media from across the world, and we're a target. We talked about this yesterday. We're walking around with the target on our backs, and basically we're it.
Hmm.
Where our arms are up in the air, and we're just like, here we are. Let's take the ride and see what happens. All right, Scott, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off and go on a tangent there.
Well, there really isn't that much news today, so I was just trying to maybe follow up on some things.
Okay.
And Bill Gates, during an interview, said that he believed that Chat GPT,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the AI chatbot, is as significant as the invention of the internet, and it will change the world. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah, I don't know how many people value his opinion, but he's in that tech world. I mean, he kind of probably knows, and for
Yeah.
especially because he was a huge part of internet, right? Internet
Right.
changing
Right.
the world. It's kind of an interesting statement from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like I said, I just kind of want to keep bringing up the AI news because it is a very, very hot topic,
Yeah.
and kind of keeps us a little more fresh, especially at your age.
You had to go there, didn't you?
What?
You just had at my age? Is that what you said?
Like,
Uh,
talk about fancy things like cell phones and the interwebs, with the
yeah,
old folks. That's how we do it.
yeah. Oh, is that how we do it? So you're saying I'm very inept to that to the let's see, the internet and electronic field that comes to computers and this and that. Is that where you're going with this?
No, not saying anything like that.
Yeah.
Uh, I
Yancey
mean,
threw
I
out.
was the other day you and Yancey were swapping photos on Instagram. What was that all about? Swapping bikini photos or what's
Whatever.
going
Whatever. Yancey just posted out there, you kids in your rock and roll. We were swapping old photos. Yeah, the secret's out. Actually, when it comes to technology, you know it as well as I am. I'm kind of on top of that enough, especially the last 10 years. You could say I'm pretty sharp at it. Okay.
Yeah.
We won't go that far, but kind of had to be in the field we were in for those number of years. Cass, welcome to the show. Also, there was you guys in your rock and roll. Yeah, I tell you what, Rocky. I think we're getting dated here. I think they're working at us and just sending some attacks out there. Also, let me get out there. Those that are new in the room here, or new to listeners to the Pulse Live, we have headline news Monday through Friday, and it happens at about 10 a.m. ish. Make sure that you hit that follow button and give us some likes on the way through. Also, just a reminder that on Wednesday evenings, 6 p.m. Alaska time, we have our variety show, and that's the one that goes off the rails. But really enjoyed it. Wednesday was an awesome show. You know that we rolled over, we went into 2 hours. Great people came in on the panel. We had some visitors come in from other podcasts, and it was just a great time out there. So anyway, make sure that you do hit that follow button, and also you can also check out the Pulse. You can check out our website at pulsealaska.com, 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 and find out a little bit more about us here. All right, Scott, I got our plug out. There we go. That's enough of that. All right, Scott, what else you got rolling here?
Well, I saw that coming out of the Kremlin, the press secretary there says that Putin will address the Russian Federation Assembly on February 21st with some big updates and news
Okay.
and future plans.
Yeah.
So everybody will have their eyeballs on that, the ones that care.
Ones that care. Here we go.
kind of like
Hey,
kind of like
Forrest,
this
welcome to the show.
kind of like this kind of news. I'll send you this clip, and then you
Okay.
can play it, and then I'll translate it for you.
Okay. There's that bell hot off the
yeah,
press.
go ahead and play that clip, and then I will translate for you.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna translate it for us. Do you have a preview of it of what we're about to listen to?
No, I'm just gonna translate on the fly.
Okay, here we go. Here's that clip. Let me go ahead and play it now.
Dragi cetățeni, după un an și jumătate în fruntea acestui guvern, a venit timpul să anunț demisia mea din această funcție.
All right. Did you get all that?
I did. It's pretty simple. So she said, I am the Prime Minister of Moldova. I suck. Nobody likes me. So I am resigning today.
That was it? Simple
Yeah.
as that?
Mhm.
You're kidding me. Well, also, oh man, seriously?
Come on, man.
Here we go, right? No, it's not the flute lady. Rocky put out there, is that the flute lady? No, matter of fact, we haven't had any news on the flute lady lately. Other than she's
kind of
bouncing
don't think there's gonna be news on the flute lady.
You know, I don't know. She's bouncing around other conventions. I did see that.
Don't think so. Yeah, don't think that's
Flute lady's out.
That's gonna happen.
All right. Well, good. Let's put the flute lady in the past here. What else you got going there, Scott?
Well, like I said, I don't have much news, but I thought this one was big to bring up.
Okay.
The Air Force Global Strike Command has launched an unarmed Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile to showcase the readiness of U.S. nuclear forces.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Caps, welcome to the show.
So they're kind of like I said this earlier. This is really inappropriate to say. So the U.S. is pulling a Kim Jong Un,
right?
You know,
right.
Like, hey, check out what we got! Like, woo,
woohoo!
Yay!
So
missiles.
We're testing missiles now. If North Korea can do it, so can we. There you go. All right. Let me also give a big welcome to Caps out there. He just joined the show. Look what I can do. Oh, no. You know where that came from, right? We're going to have to use that somewhere. All I could think of it. Yeah, Stewie. It's so cool. It's I mean, so what this just happened overnight. This happened last night. The launching of the missile here in the US.
Yeah.
Scott?
I mean, there's grainy video of it that looks like it's like, I don't know. It looks like it was filmed in the 80s.
Like on a green screen almost.
Yeah, it's great. Probably because they haven't updated that equipment.
Right.
Like, I mean, where do they launch it from? Like Rocky's backyard? Like they've got like a VHS camcorder on a tripod.
Right.
You know, like
on a Super 8 running.
I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not impressed with like that kind of like,
right.
You know, chest pumping at all.
Yeah.
So
Rocky says it's a big bottle rocket.
Like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, okay. You had other news, right? That you were gonna.
No, I don't. I think you should just invite these people in so we could.
Should we? Let's just. I did have a little bit of news. I don't know if you noticed this, but Pence was subpoenaed. Did you see that?
I did.
Okay. Not real big.
His home was raided by the FBI this morning. But
this morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really care to bring it up because I think that guy's a douche. So,
let's go with the douche. All right.
Care less about him.
Yeah.
Raid his house. Like
right.
He wasn't even there. The story was he wasn't even there. He had a daughter was having a baby. So he's like literally in a hospital in California.
Yeah.
And the FBI is raiding his house. Like, dude, do you realize how boring that man is?
Right. I really do.
Lingerie.
Let's go ahead and welcome Rocky to the panel.
I'm the comic enlightenment.
Right. I mean, here you go. You just called in just to hear your intro. I know you did. And let's also welcome WKOP's Yancey. Yancey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All of that.
Welcome to the show.
All of that right there. Hello.
Right. We also got Caps coming in the room. Let's get this thing rolling, people.
Oh shit.
Hey now.
Hey now. Good morning, Caps.
Good morning to you, Pulse, and good morning to Scott and Rocky and WKOP and everyone in the chat. And I'll tell you what, this is my first actual time to be actually here to sit here and listen to your cast. So I'm not gonna, go too much. I'm gonna listen. So thank you for, accepting me on your call.
Absolutely.
And I hope
Caps.
you've had an
You're always-
amazing Friday as well. Sorry.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
hanging
you.
out with us, Caps. We appreciate it. And
We always
All those-
need a wanker in the crowd.
Well, I weren't gonna say anything, but
There we go. Also, everyone out there, make sure you check out Caps' show, KAPZ. Look it up out there. It's fun to be there. He plays some music. It goes off the rails. Great place just to sit and hang out. Also, let's throw a shout out here to WKOP since Yancey's in the room here. And not just since you're in the room. I throw you guys out all the time. I throw you out. There you go.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I'm thinking about starting a podcast,
Are you?
and I'm thinking about calling it "Going Down the Badger Hole."
No, just keep
Because
thinking about
badgers
it.
fight
Is
all
that
the
a-
way to the bottom. Rabbits just run down the damn thing, but you have to fight to get down this one.
Is that a pornography thing?
Yeah.
Huh?
We'll call it here Rocky's Badger Hole.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think I'll just call it "Going Down the Badger Hole," and people will
just throw it
figure it
down.
out.
Does it have
Because-
dangleberries? as
down.
I don't
well?
like to pull punches on. I don't like to pull punches on things. I don't play games.
Well, let's see here. I would like to hear that. I mean,
I'll probably start up at the end of the month.
Oh, we know where Yancey's at right now, and it ain't Ukraine. Yancey. Let's see here. What time is it there? 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, almost 2:30 there. Yancey.
It's
He's probably waiting for the siren to go out.
it's 1:30 actually.
1:30.
Almost 1:30. Yeah, hour and
Yeah,
a
they're
half
calling
late
off
on the,
lunchtime.
yeah, still patrol siren, went off about an hour and a half ago, so we're a little late.
And that's right by the fountain, I'm sure,
Yeah,
right?
well, you can
Is that where it
you
comes
can hear it from the fountain, but the siren works, the fountain doesn't work. So there's the
Yeah.
clarification on that.
Hammer time.
We only had funding for one.
Yeah, you did. You did have it. You had enough to get something rolling out there. Thank you, Caps. Appreciate it, brother. Like last Friday, you know what? Everything started to shut down and get real quiet out there on the news. It's just surprising me. I think we have more out there. You know what's funny is
We got breaking news.
do we?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bring
what
it
do we
on.
Yeah, need more shootings.
got?
Like a no pun intended, like a hole in our head.
That's wrong.
Justin Biden is planning to visit Poland on February 20th through the 22nd, which is kind of weird because that's when they just announced that big announcement from Putin in Moscow.
Right.
So he's going to be in Poland when Putin's probably going to say something nasty, right?
Right.
So
There's actually a lot of speculation as to what he's going to say. Scott, what do you have a feeling he's going to come out and say?
I don't want to speculate, actually.
You don't want to
because
speculate? Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think he's going over there because Poland has better depends than he gets in Washington. They're softer.
Whatever he says, he's going to whisper it probably.
I reckon he's going to
Nobody
go and
will
sniff
understand
all
him
the
anyway.
children.
I mean, he's going to be in a foreign country. They
He's
won't know if
coming
he's
over
talking
to
English
Poland.
or what.
Caps just nailed him. He's coming over to sniff everything. Oh, Caps, I missed you, bro.
I love your laugh, and I love you, my friend, and Scott, and all here, man. I love a nice show, man, and nice to meet you, Yanni.
Yeah. Yancey's good people. He's from the Heartland. We call that the Heartland
Where's
here in the U.S.
What's the Heartland, if you don't mind me asking?
It's a big flat place with not a lot of trees.
You're
and
not
shit.
flat earthers, are you?
A whole bunch of stuff grows there in the summertime.
Yeah. No, Yancey's actually in the great state of Kansas.
Oh, okay.
He is in Kansas.
Kansas, is it?
He knows who the Wizard of Oz is.
That's right.
Yeah, there you
Follow the yellow brick road.
Oh, you beat me to
I-70 right through the center.
Yeah. For all those that want to get a house dropped on their ex-mother-in-law, just get a hold of WKOP's Yancey. No.
That's right. We're a full-service company.
Right.
1-888.
You pick the size, we drop it down.
Right. Oh, too much, man.
No motorhomes, please.
No motorhomes, please.
You show us the head and we'll drop them dead.
Oh man, that's just too much. That's just too much. It's funny. We've had we have so many listeners around the world, and it's great to get. Hey, it was a Wednesday night. We have a fan out. Actually, we have quite a few fans in India that call in, and was it Praveen called last Wednesday? He called into the show.
Yeah, and he always changes his name to things that you could never guess.
I know
And
Praveen.
I got him this time. You know Praveen?
Yeah, he's been on
Praveen,
here
don't
for
you?
about 2.5 to 3 years. Yeah. He's a good lad.
He is.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
good people. He's good people, and he's had to change his profession a few times. I remember the first time. What was it? 2.5 years ago. He was making pizzas.
Right.
He was in a pizza
He's
shop.
not shoe shining anymore.
No, I don't know. Matter of fact, he got
Well,
cut
I don't
off.
know what he's doing now, but
But-
at one time he was calling us as he was going in to a pizzeria, I believe in Mumbai. So
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Wow.
Hey, Domain,
and
welcome.
at the time I was working with a lot of people over there, so it's like we were like having a kind of a go back and forth on things in Mumbai. So
Right.
it was cool, very cool.
Hey, you guys want to see something cool? Watch this. Hey, Scott, what time's it in India right now?
It is almost 1 a.m.
How do you know that?
Scott's like our walking time clock.
All right, what's the time in Birmingham, England?
I might get this one wrong because this is where I get confused as GMT.
Okay.
So I would say it is it 6:30?
Almost. You were so close. It is 19:29 p.m.
Yeah. So
Now, why do we say
totally
p.m.?
That's funny. See, he is. He's the walking time clock. We call him here on the show.
No, I like it. What about Australia?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't actually. That one's a
4
little
hours
confusing
earlier.
for me.
6:29 a.m.
No, they're way
Sure.
they're tomorrow.
And it's prison time.
right?
Yeah, tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning. Am I right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh,
Saturday.
dude, check it
Oh,
out,
man.
man. I nailed that
Gold
one.
star
The
for
reason why.
Brett.
Yeah. Gold star. Yeah. We all need that around
There
here.
will be a certificate in the post.
certificate. Yancey, send me a brownie button, will you?
Yeah.
Too much, way too much. That's exactly right. I actually hit that. I always remember Australia being 4 hours earlier in tomorrow. So that's how I used to go by it. So it's 10:30 a.m. here in Alaska. I knocked off 4 hours and go, "Yep, there you go. 6:30 in the morning. Scott, I don't know. He's like I said, he's a walking calculator. So you just never know what you're gonna get.
I'm talking to at the moment, right? Like,
Yeah.
what's Iran? It's like was it 10 p.m. there, or am I off on that? About-
That I don't know.
I think they're no, they wouldn't be. They'd be 11.
11:01 p.m.
Yeah,
on
11.
February
It's 11.
10th.
They're India and Iran are the only two countries that I know of that do a half an hour time zone.
Right.
Not a full hour.
I never even thought about that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then usually like that's how I kind of do is like one of the ways like I'll remember certain countries is like kind of do the step through, right? So you got Iran, India, and then like another 2 hours is like Thailand. So it'd be like 2:30 there. 2:30 a.m. there.
Yeah.
So, and then China, because they never send me my stuff on time. So,
that's because it's coming by balloon.
You know what? If it came by balloon, it would have been here by now. So don't get on me about balloon travel.
Brilliant.
And the one thing I can tell you, it would have been a lot safer because nobody cares that the balloon was coming. It could have came straight to my house and just dropped it off in front of my home.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it would have been. Hey, look, it crossed. They could have dropped it off at my house here in Alaska on the way by. I mean, and then
look at what Cass just wrote.
What's that?
She's getting in contact with somebody. The killings in Idaho.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
That's big. That's huge.
Hey, Scott.
I saw an interview of somebody that knew him, and it was just creepy because it was like oh, he was a really great guy. Like she didn't know what to say because all like the interact. It was his barber that I saw the interview.
Really?
Yeah, a girl who cut his hair, and she's like, yeah, he was just fine, great guy. And then like some of the people, he was like a teacher's aide, so some of the students that worked underneath him. And then I saw interviews with them, and they're like, yeah, he was great.
He's a great guy, As in the background, he's going, "It puts some lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again."
Well, it still trips me out about, obviously, like this is a huge piece of evidence that, or speculative evidence, is the post that he did on Reddit.
Yeah.
Where he's basically asking, like, have you committed violent felonies before? I would love to hear your story and pick you apart. And like, yeah. And so he was getting a bunch of people who were like, he was interviewing them and writing papers up on them. And it was like he was doing research to be a murderer. How horrible. Like that's.
Can I interject a tiny bit?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I get that feeling all the time when I go to sleep and my missus is watching crime documentaries and I feel like she's going to murder me in the night. Is there anyone I have that problem?
So it's not just an American woman thing.
No, she's pure English, bro.
Don't worry, Cap. She likes the money you make, man. She ain't going to get rid of it.
That's what I'm worried about. Like, she can kill me and get more money,
Hey, Caps, you want to adopt an Alaskan son? I'm here.
Oh, come on then. You might as well call me Angelina Jolie.
Oh, there we go. Only on the pulse, people. There's I was just happened to scan again, and someone sent me on the. I don't want to go down this badger hole. Let's call it the badger hole now.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That they're hey, Yampy's in the house.
What? I have no idea.
Another
what that
damn
is.
phone call was coming in.
Okay.
I told the guy I was going to be on your podcast. The second time he's called me.
That's your phone ring,
Yeah,
Rocky.
you ought to hear my goddamn alarm go off. It's
You
That
know,
makes
nuclear
perfect
alert.
sense.
are you paranoid much?
Yeah,
I
scares
would
the
be if
crap
I
out
was
of people
standing
in the
next to
store,
him at
man.
this.
People start running
Yeah.
and leaving all their stuff in
Yeah.
their baskets.
I could see Rocky standing in Walmart at a self-checkout. His phone goes off as they scatter like roaches.
Man, great way to cut the queue.
Yeah, makes that line shorter.
Man.
Right. Cass puts out, yeah, it's the balloons, man. They're coming. Yeah, maybe that's the new China Post. You know, the balloon mail. I mean, if you ever ordered anything from China, you know, I mean, I get stuff from there every once in a while, watch parts, this, that, and so does Scott. Our big joke is, you know, that when they put a shipping date out on it, it's like 90 days to get it.
Shit,
So
I waited
sometimes-
6 months for one to come in from China.
Did you?
It's on its way, and it's like, shit, I think they lost it, and then it showed up about 6 months
shows up.
later.
No. It does. It takes it takes some time. What's funny is sometimes I'll get it within 10 working days here in Alaska. Other times it'll be like 3 months to get it.
Well, that's
Scott,
because they have to stop for gas in Anchorage, man.
right?
I was gonna say a big part of it is how much money you spend.
Yeah.
Because if you do an order that's like, I don't know what the threshold is, but it seems like if I break about 25-30 US, like
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like I'm getting it within 2 weeks. And if I
Yeah.
order something that's like $10, it's like
Takes forever.
I'll see you next season.
Yeah.
So
That
Hey,
makes that a
hey,
birthday.
Scott. Hey, Scott. I was going to tell you earlier when you mentioned that about the balloon. You know, your package was on that one and went across Central America, so they probably got it back by now.
right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, balloon mail. That's funny stuff. I mean, what are we call
Well,
that?
they
Is
said
that balloon king?
one of the people from China said that it was like a luxury. Like,
Well,
private
imagine if
luxury.
you popped it and confetti come out. It'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Right. But I'm like thinking of like I said to this to Rocky. It's like, can you imagine there's like these like rich, you know, handsome, gorgeous, young Chinese people sipping champagne, and they're in this like luxury air balloon, like looking down at you at your house.
Yeah. It was the size
Like,
of what? 3 school
what a-
buses?
What a
Yeah.
vacation, right?
Yeah.
What a vacation.
All of a sudden, an F-22 comes in.
And loads of red cards
Blows
flying
the
out.
confetti out of it.
What, in waves high?
Yeah. And waves on the way by.
I have a balloon
Thumbs
mail
up.
commercial for you. And it
balloon?
absolutely positively doesn't mean it needs to be there anytime soon.
Mm. Yeah, that's exactly. They got FedEx beat. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It absolutely doesn't have to be there anytime soon. Send it balloon mail.
Right.
It'll
Exactly.
get there eventually.
We did have. Did you? What was I gonna say? Man, you guys got me all shook up this morning.
Oh,
I'm lost.
I'm all shook up. Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh, yeah.
and Cap, thank you for that, brother. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, Scott, you got anything else in the headline news that's kind of popping right now? I actually, I'm looking for,
something's going on in our airspace right now. I'm finding out about it. I'm actually looking at
Okay.
it.
Another freaking balloon.
There's fighter jets that are actually shooting things above the U.S.
What?
at this moment. Yeah.
We have
Where
jet-
at? If it's in Montana, it's over by our bombing range. We have a big
That's the
bombing range over here.
One place I know it's not, so I'm gonna like try to find out because I can't find it.
Airspace. I see that, Caps.
I wish I had hair.
We call it the Aquanet.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God.
Protect your hairspace.
Oh,
with
can I
Aquanet.
tell a joke really quickly?
Is it a clean joke, Caps?
No, it's a dirty joke.
It's a dirty joke.
It's not
This one's
racist.
PG. This one's PG.
Oh, is this PG?
Yeah, or PG.
All right, I don't.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny. We just had someone
Balloon
enter the
one.
room. Balloon one.
Oh, boy.
So
And
this
he's
is
writing in Chinese.
Yeah,
this is
exactly. Balloon one.
Translate, please.
this is breaking right now. This literally New York Times just reported this
welcome.
a minute ago.
Yeah.
They have shot down 2 unidentified objects above Alaska.
What? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
I didn't hear anything go off over here. Did it say where they
Well,
scrambled out
It's
of?
kind of a big place. I mean, it might have been like
such a. I'm sorry. It's kind of a big place. What are you saying? We're the size of Texas? Sorry, Texas. I mean, we're 3 times the size of Texas, and we only have a population of about 600,000 people. So, yeah, for those that, what was the joke about it? You could fit 488 states of Rhode Island into Alaska.
Why would you want that? Can you imagine that? Like
because-
mega Rhode Island? Awful.
I just want to get rid of the population real quick. Stick them up there in the code.
I
They
mean,
ain't
come on.
prepared for it.
It's like Scranton. You know, let's all go down to Scranton.
Come on, man.
I
It's like
can't
the
help
guy. It's like the guy that walked into a bar one day. He said, "Hey, man," he said, "I got this joke about the New Jersey people. You want to hear it?" And the guy looks at it and said, "No, I'm from New Jersey. This guy over here, he's from New Jersey too, and he's much bigger than me. He'll probably beat the crap out of you. And this guy over here is carrying a gun, and he's from New Jersey." He said, "Yeah, I understand what you're saying." He said, "You going to tell jokes?" I said, "No, I don't want to explain it 3 times."
I don't want to explain it 3 times. Caps, there you go, brother. There's one to use. Oh my goodness.
I told you I can drop jokes all day long, man.
You
Can't,
know,
got anything on
Brett-
that one? Yeah.
Brett, do
I
you know
got
why?
nothing.
Do you know why? Do you know why Helen Keller's dog ran away?
Oh no.
No.
You would too if your name was.
Oh, I knew it.
No. So wrong. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the news headline show that just went off the rails, and we're like,
Oh my gosh!
Again.
We actually have the balloon in our chat.
Yeah.
yeah, we do. We have
Hey,
Balloon
he
One.
is
Welcome to
he
the
is-
show, Balloon
he is
One.
putting smiley faces in English, so we can't
Right.
understand him now.
Yeah.
And like that missile, these jokes just have him in pieces, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness, that's
I
great.
just want to know where we could book a flight. That's all I want to know.
Just don't pass any
I'll
gas.
tell you what, because I'm bald and that, I was going to go to Turkey for a hair transplant, but I don't think I can do it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it might be the wrong season.
Yeah, I thought that.
Here you go. This is totally appropriate again. Here's for you, Balloon One. Yancy, you can sing it. I tell you, you know what? There is nothing funner than getting us all together here on the Pulse. Hey, Scott, can you see your mail coming right now?
It's like
I've
a big
got more
conference
news
call, but
on that
it's
too.
Do you?
So,
Okay.
Balloon One, I'm sorry to inform you that the U.S. military has shot down an unidentified high-altitude object the size of a small car over Alaska in the past hour. And just to give an update on that, there's another one they shot down that they actually haven't announced yet. So there's two of those.
Caps just put it's a Metro. It's a Chevy Metro.
Actually, one of them is probably one of Elon Musk's car he shot up into the space.
That thing's still up there floating around, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's
When's the
still
last
up there.
time anybody ever seen it, though?
Well,
it's awful small object.
Hey, that's
I didn't look the last time I was there.
No.
On the next Tesla commercial, they're going to be like, Tesla, we can also survive re-entry.
No kidding.
We can't drive in Alaska
and not cause a fire.
Right.
We can't drive in Alaska over the winter, but we can survive re-entry. Tesla. Yeah. So seriously, are they saying where it was downed at over Alaska? Are you seeing anything more on it? Scott?
No, not yet. I'm looking.
Hey, Vinny, welcome to the show.
They may not want to. Yeah, I'm looking for anything that's news. So I mean, the latest was like it was officially announced.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the sad part of it is?
What's that?
They were my first hit on it was out of the Middle East. We weren't even reporting it here yet. So it was Israeli news reported it, and then New York Times reported it, and then the Pentagon made an announcement. So how did they get? I'm not gonna go there. Never mind.
No, go ahead. Just jump on in, Scott. I mean,
is there that much a delay, or do they think we're that retarded that they don't want to tell us things right away, or what's going on? I don't know.
There's that many people in our government who are dual citizenship with Israel. Somebody leaked it.
What in the House? In the House, right? Like
the House, the Senate. Everywhere, all the different agencies. You look at they go on.
They seem to hand those out to U.S. politicians like honorary degrees to Harvard, though.
Yeah. So they have to pay to play. You know.
Yeah.
You want to play Israeli, then you got to pay for Israeli. Give us some information.
This is getting. It's starting to get with Balloon Bonanza, as we've phrased it here on the Pulse.
I thought we were done with this story, to be honest.
I did too. I mean,
it's only beginning.
It's only beginning. I mean, and now they're floating over Alaska. Well, we don't know what's floating over Alaska.
Do you want me to tell you a story that I heard the other day?
What's that, Caps?
Do you want me to tell you a story I heard the other day?
Yeah. About Alaska?
About Disney.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Disney thinking about striking, like a majority of Disney. And no, Hollywood, sorry. And Hollywood thinking about... sorry, I got that wrong. Yeah, thinking about striking, so they won't make no more movies or anything like that. To try and get the Americans to take the vaccine. Have you seen that article?
No.
Oh my God!
Look it up. Yeah. No, don't mean to bring it up. Like just that was an article I read, and I was like, "Oh, bloody hell!"
Caps.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was quite shocked.
Maybe Whoopi Goldberg will start it.
She already tried that.
I know. She pounded her fist and did a little.
You mean Autumn Mae Brown?
Threw out a little tantrum. Yeah. And said, "I'm moving to Canada." Right? Wasn't she one of the first ones that did that? She wasn't.
I don't think she was one of the first, but there's so many have done that, and they never leave. They actually never promise, actually go through with their promise to leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I really
court
wish
gestures, guys.
Why do they always pick Canada too? It's like I'm moving to Canada. Like,
so they can drive across the
I
border.
was just thinking about Woody. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, you're getting Whoopi Goldberg.
I mean,
if they want to go cheap, they just got to drive south out of LA and go straight across the daggone border at Tijuana.
Right.
I mean, it's cheaper down there anyway.
Right, and better street tacos.
Yeah, better doctors.
Right. Better street tacos.
And there's no Canadians there. That's the big bonus. Sorry.
Yeah.
I won't go there. I'll stop.
Let's see here. Here's a line. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said in a briefing on Friday that the high altitude object was tracked by the Pentagon over Alaska airspace in the last 24 hours. There's
actually he forgot to say NORAD.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. And
NORAD can track Santa Claus. It can track a little car.
Right. Right. I mean, yeah.
All of a sudden we're shooting things like
yeah, you know, we're behind in the time. We have a time delay here in the US. Yeah. Apparently it takes about 10 days before we could fire off anything.
You know the big, like, even in China, the big story was we sent a balloon over there. It went a full week before they decided to take it down. We pulled all the communications that we took from the balloon, all the imagery, everything was taken, right? They have it. It was uploaded. They have antennas, radar, all of that.
Right.
And the whole reason they did it was because they wanted to see how fast the U.S. reacts when they invade Taiwan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We totally blew that one. I can tell you that. Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Instead, the balloon comes and we're like, you know, like the lady from the Sound of Music, like the big balloon. Woo!
Yeah.
Like, you know,
how long?
Spinning around in fields underneath it.
How long did you leave it for in the air, in the skies, whilst you detected it?
A week. Oh.
Are you joking? A week?
10 days. Somewhere
what,
like
they're thinking that someone's having a party in the middle of it?
Oh, yeah. You know, it had a big smiley face on the side of it. Everyone thought it was part of the Macy's Day Parade. I mean, I don't know.
They were protecting cornfields, right? At one point. They didn't want it to land on corn.
Yeah. DJ Sam, welcome to the show. I mean, it's just, we've turned into, I mean, no pun intended.
Clown world.
Yeah. Clown world. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you definitely can't say that we're running around half cocked, can you?
This is not
when the circus has a problem. The circus has a problem, they send in the clowns to get you away from the problem.
Right. Right. Scott, what do you got?
No, I just want you to watch your mouth talking about
being half cocked.
Whatever. Sorry.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, we forgive you about the pictures there, Yancey.
Yeah, Yancey actually fell off there.
Probably,
his probably siren went off.
What happened?
It probably
he probably jumped in a storm cellar.
Right. It scared his driver, and his driver pulled off to the side of the road. No, absolutely not. No, we just got there's I'm starting to like Fridays. I mean, the news just pops in like every once in a while, blah blah blah, and we get to talk a little bit. And we do have the Super Bowl coming up. Someone just asked me about that Super Bowl. Who's playing? Well, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. And we also have the Philadelphia Chickens. Eagles. There we go. I know. The only thing I love about the Yardbirds. There you go. Well, everyone here in Alaska, we all root for the Seattle Sea Chickens. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. The biggest thing I love about Super Bowl Sunday is, I got to say it, I love food. And usually foods come out on Super Bowl Sunday, you know.
Yeah, it's like Fat Guy Christmas, you know.
Like Fat
Actually, when it's when the
I
Super
don't.
Bowl's
Maybe
going
that's
over,
the reason why I don't like it, is because of that. Because it just, everywhere you go, there's just like guys with like food all over their shirts, like talking with their mouthfuls, excited
With
about
a sausage
a bunch
hanging
of
out.
other, with a talking about how they're excited about a bunch of guys like huddling together and doing handoffs and all of that. Like it's not too exciting for me, to be fair.
It just doesn't do it for you at all.
No, I know it's so awful. I'm such a bad American for that, but I just don't care about it.
also, if you want to go shopping for things, that's the day to go because everybody's at home watching the Super Bowl. Don't have no long
Right.
lines or crowded.
So I
daggone
have
parking lots.
something that might lead
traffic jams.
into why of that.
Okay,
I have
let's
that
hear this.
opinion.
Okay.
I used to go every year to Knott's Berry Farm on Super Bowl Sunday growing up.
Get through the lines quicker.
Is
that why?
What lines? What
Right,
lines?
exactly.
There was no line. Like, there was a time that I was looping through. What's that? Was Montezuma's Revenge?
Montezuma's Revenge. Yeah.
Right?
And the corkscrew.
Bad
Yeah.
water.
Literally probably went on that like just to see if like my body could take it, because it was just
Yeah.
one of those big giant loop ups, and then you go back and it goes backwards, goes through the big loop again.
Yeah.
I went on it like probably a dozen times, like in
Really?
a row. Like got off first in line, like me and like two friends.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Caps, do you
football.
guys
I'm
watch
not
the
into it.
Super Bowl there? You guys
To
like?
be God's honest truthful.
Yeah. Let's hear it,
Don't lie
Caps.
to us, Caps.
No,
Be
boy.
straight.
Don't. No, we play.
We just throw
we
the
play
Super Bowl
soccer.
parties.
We play soccer. Football.
You guys also play rugby over there without
Yeah,
pads.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
play rugby
that's a
without
killer
pads.
game.
Yeah.
Well, with clients in India, I talk cricket sometimes.
Yeah, cricket.
Mhm.
Do you?
Yeah, cricket. It's massive in England. Cricket is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
England
like
kick
boxing
cricket
to be
too.
honest.
India.
I used to box back in the day, and I love boxing.
You were a boxer?
Yep.
Ah. I got a story about boxing. So in my younger days, my dad owned part of a boxing camp and was part of it, and a friend of his actually was the controlling owner of it in our little town. And my dad calls me up one day and he says, "Hey son, I got someone to want you to come down and have some fun and spar with." And I go, "Okay, I'll come down." I used to go down there and just have some fun, plus watch the guys work out and this and that. And not that way, Scott, shut up before you even start. Anyway, I'm going to cut his ass off right now. I'm just going to derail him. Anyway, so
You're gonna
I go down there
rail
and
him.
walk
Tell us
in.
about the heavy bag.
So I get down there and I'm dressing out and I go out and I'm in the ring. I'm loosening up a little bit. And in comes walking this guy. And I just looked up out of my pads and I look up and it's Pernell Whitaker, Sweet Pea.
Shit.
Oh no.
And I sparred with him for about 20 minutes till I couldn't even hold my arms up anymore. The dude was he was as fast as lightning and just amazing. And it was just so cool to do that, with Pernell Whitaker. So cool stuff, man. That's my boxing story.
No, nice.
Let's see here.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I boxed for a couple of years, and then I had
Yeah.
children and stuff, and that was it. Game over.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the show. I think we all do that. We all go, yeah, we're going to do this. And then we have children that's like, well, there went that one.
Yep.
Reload. Let's see here. Was there anything? Scott, did you see anything else that popped out in the news? What'd I do? Lose him? I think he must have crashed.
Yeah, he fell out again.
Did he? Okay. Got disconnected. Do you want me to disconnect you on this end, or you gonna try and repop in?
You know what?
Come on, Poppin'
I'm
Fresh.
absolutely happy in a way that you got disconnected. Do you know why? Because I keep getting disconnected. So yeah,
Do you?
it's not just me. Not all the time, but
Okay.
like yeah, it happens.
Okay. Let's see here. I think he's trying to get back in here.
And
Let
certain
me,
times of day, my internet sucks because everybody's
Yep.
on their Wi-Fi after 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Scott, I know you're probably still listening. I just sent the re-invite out. And Podbeans, I think we've been there you are. Can you hear me now? Hey now.
Can you hear
Okay.
me
You better now?
now?
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Okay.
baby, please don't go. Sorry.
No, you go with it. Not everyone gets to hear Cap sing. I do every once in a while, but
You do when you go to the show.
right?
Oh, I'm normally
Scott sings as well.
intoxicated then.
Yeah. What else you got in there? You got anything else, Scott, in the news right now?
Not real. I mean, to give you kind of an idea, like in like a lot of the Middle Eastern news is actually talking about the Ukraine right now. There was also a terrorist attack in Israel that people are talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
This guy ran a car. Yeah, he drove a car into a bus. And
what?
I think he injured. I don't know if the child died, but there was 6 injured, including 2 children, and 1 or 2 of the children were in critical condition. The terrorist himself, during getting him out of the car, they just shot him. There's like video of it. It's like, you know how the news is in the Middle East. They have like no
Israeli police don't mess around.
shame. Like, oh, this just happened, and they like show somebody with their head
breaking
blown
news
off. Like, yeah, breaking news. Here's someone with their head blown up. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't have any. Yeah. There's they don't hold back there. Yeah, whatsoever. You did get the latest numbers, didn't you? Did you see the latest numbers on Turkey?
I did. It is Turkey, Syria earthquakes death toll has crossed 23,000. And that was recorded about 6 hours ago.
Okay.
And they're still going through rubble.
Yeah. And they're still having earthquakes and still having aftershocks.
Are they still having them now?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
They've had about 180 earthquakes.
I heard in the article they took a baby out, like really young, little boy.
Yeah. Well, actually, there was a birth of one in the middle of it, if I remember correctly.
Oh my God.
And there's just prayers go out to those people, not to mention the rescuers and everyone, what they're going through. The temperatures are low. They're still in freezing cold conditions. It's just absolutely brutal over there.
We're sitting here moaning about silly things, and you've got people out there really suffering. I think some people should look at themselves and like not slap themselves in the face, but wake up a little bit and realize what you've got and stop moaning about silly stuff.
Realize how blessed you really are every day. Go ahead, Scott.
This is one of the biggest tragedies that's happened in my lifetime.
Yeah. Actually,
like honestly, it is. I mean, what else? Were the tsunamis like this bad?
No, they knew they were coming.
Right. I know some tourists died that just wouldn't leave their beach, their beach rentals. Right?
No way.
Like I remember hearing about a bunch of tourists dying in like Thailand during the tsunamis.
Yeah.
Because they were
back when that big earthquake
like,
hit.
I'm booked through the week. I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
But no, this is a major, like, this is like I was saying on one of our earlier news shows that this is one of those timestamps of a lifetime. of something
Right.
that happened during your lifetime.
Yeah.
You can mark it as a bookmark.
Yeah.
It's a
You know,
big
Absolutely.
deal.
I did look on my earthquake app, and they had an earthquake of 4.9 about 3 hours ago. Plus a whole bunch of smaller ones.
Yeah.
So they're still getting pelted really bad.
All it's doing is just leveling the place.
Yep.
You know. Yeah.
Wonder how many high rises are going to build after this, though. You know, if I won't build anything over 3 stories
I
now.
heard this.
Probably
All the
not.
big buildings were just falling like daggone tumbleweed.
I heard a silly,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if it's silly, but I heard something like, you never know, someone might be doing it, you know, and I was like, oh God, imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go down that rabbit hole, but I don't know.
Right. No, we got plenty of rabbit holes to go through lately.
Setting off the
say that.
earthquake, is that
I
what you're
sent
referring
the
to?
badger down, man. I sent
Yeah,
the
the
badger
badger
down.
hole. Yeah.
He widens it and makes it deeper.
Yeah. What were you saying, Scott? You had something else?
No, like triggering the earthquake, man-made
Yeah.
triggers.
Yeah.
I heard that, yes.
You
I
think
haven't-
about it.
I actually haven't heard that in a I guess believable way yet.
No, neither have
Yeah.
I. I fully agree with you there.
Yeah.
Just remember,
it
facts are
happens.
stranger than fiction.
Yeah. I mean, well, we've been talking about it for the last 2 weeks, right? Conspiracy theories have been coming alive everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, it's no joke anymore. Yesterday it was a conspiracy theory, and now it's alive. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And ignored. That's the cycle. Is
And-
they go
and
from
ignored.
conspiracy to yeah, it was true. To
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about it anymore.
Well, maybe
Just sent me this
Nostradamus
news
got it wrong because he said a big earthquake was going to happen in 2022 or 23. I don't know. I'll have to look again. I've got the thing on my show. I'll play it sometimes. The top 10 Nostradamus predictions, and so it could be one of them. You know, it doesn't mean. Like you got the Hitler one right, but he said it in a different way. But he's still near enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to remember the guy's 1,000 years ago. I mean, you know, be off a year or two isn't nothing. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
everything he's predicted has pretty much showed itself.
Seriously.
It's kind of fallen in line everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything with this news story has fallen in line. The heck just says me this? This just happened. Loose goats wander into Target store in Texas. There's some headline news for you. A Harris County Constable's Office deputy responded to a Target store in Spring, Texas, to round up 2 goats on the loose inside the store, causing massive damage. There you go.
All they had to do is walk in the doorway, ring a bell, the goats would come out to see what it was. I mean, they're probably in there chasing them around, and they're like a bunch of idiots. Gosh. I mean, people don't realize you don't chase a chicken, just get you a piece of number 9 wire, build a hook in the end of it real good so you can catch it around the foot.
Yeah. There's
Walk
all
right
sorts
behind
of
it and hook it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of. I just got sent like 3 different newses that happen that are running right now. Coyote runs through Washington State Hospital. A coyote was rescued after wandering into a Washington State hospital and shattering a glass panel in an attempt to escape the building.
He doesn't know what glass is.
Yeah,
He saw an opening, you know.
Yeah,
probably smelled blood.
Yeah. The San Diego Zoo yesterday officially celebrated a mouse that is the world's oldest at the age of 9.
There's no
How do they
possible
know
way.
that?
What was its name? Stuart Little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, guys. This is Mickey's brother here.
Actually, you have to look at the bright side of it. Yeah, the mouse lived to 9 years old, but in the wild, an owl would have got him when he was 2. You know,
Right.
or a cat.
Right.
I mean, it's just like prison. It's just like prison. You put people in prison, and a lot of them their life expectancy shoots up. If you left them on the street, it would have been only a few days later.
Is that
Yeah.
why you keep all them people in your basement?
Yeah.
To protect them.
To protect them. We're going to protect them.
Yeah, let them kids out of the basement at 40.
Harold.
You got to go, Billy. We're selling the house. Oh, no, Mama, where am I going to go? We're on the
Right.
street, kid. Feeding you to the fucking jackals.
I'm
Rocky.
going to start calling you Fritzl.
Oh
That's
my
too
god.
much.
That story, man.
What's Go ahead, Scott.
No,
What do you got to
it's,
say?
what was that guy in Austria? The guy who kept his daughter?
Yeah, even the mum didn't know.
Yeah.
Even
And
the
then it was
mom
like,
didn't know.
Jimmy Carr's
Yeah.
got a
Like
sketch about it, and it's amazing.
like there was a lot of stuff like that happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? There was like that guy
do.
who had like 4 women like in a basement, like some of them up in rooms in this old house in Ohio, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Not Alabama.
are you kidding me?
Alabama
I think it was-
boogie.
no, I think it was Ohio actually.
Down in
but it's like
Alabama, would
no
have
one-
known if their sisters or
no one-
cousins
no one-
were gone.
No one figured it out. Like no one figured it
No
out.
one figured it out.
No
Yeah.
way.
Too
There was
much.
actually a
women.
guy. I think there was a guy in down around New Orleans that had 3 women in his attic, and one of them actually escaped. Finally, got an air duct open, was able to crawl out of it. Went to the neighbor's house next door, and come to find out, this woman had been missing for like 10 years.
What?
And they found 2 other younger girls and women in the house. They busted the guy, of course.
Yeah.
But that stuff, you'd be surprised what you find in your neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to start looking.
That's why I'm a locksmith.
That's why you're a locksmith. Oh, yes. He said he impregnated a couple of them. Oh, that's just lovely.
Oh,
Hills of
What this
Rose.
other guy was doing, selling the babies.
right?
Right.
That guy down in Louisiana was selling the babies.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man.
That one woman, the oldest woman had 4 kids through him. As you said, there was like 3 with the other one and 1 with the other one.
Pulse, it is
The
Friday.
guy was selling the kids off. Yeah.
I mean,
Sick individuals.
what is this news? What is, I don't know. I know who's sending me this stuff. I'm just not gonna throw out. This is not world news. This is not headline. Chick-fil-A tests its first plant-based sandwich.
What? How?
Disgusting.
No kidding. The Atlanta
Guess
chain
you're gonna
said
have-
Thursday that it is testing its first plant-based entree, a breaded cauliflower sandwich. It's supposed to be breaded
I hate
sandwich.
cauliflower. I nearly swore. That's
They're gonna-
really bad. I
They're gonna
hate
have to
cauliflower.
change your name to. They're gonna have to change your name to Chickweed Play.
Wow. Let's see here. A breaded cauliflower sandwich at restaurants in Denver, Charleston, South Carolina, and now Greensboro, North Carolina area. The test begins on February 13th. So look out for that wonderful cauliflower sandwich. Wow.
I
Sorry.
wonder if
They
we're going
did
to
that,
inform the customers.
cauliflower pizza too.
Oh God.
Did they? Dude, I
Cauliflower
tasted
pizza.
that stuff once. I don't know. Someone slipped it in, made one of the frozen pizzas, and it had that cauliflower crust on it. Oh, I was shaving my tongue. I mean,
Or like, what about like they do like squash spaghetti?
yeah.
That's
I hate that
What's
shit.
that? How
Yeah.
what's the consistency of it? So if it's spaghetti and then squashed, what's that?
Slimy
Squash
squash
is
flesh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
Like
God.
like basically like yeah. That's like what people force
Squash is
themselves
like
to
an
eat
overripe damn
to be cool.
cucumber.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I'm like,
Yeah, it's just it's
No.
gross. Like no, like
Yeah.
I eat
time to talk
anything.
to Shane. Thank you
I'm
for
not a
playing.
picky person at all. I
Yeah.
ate that was like, I don't want to eat that again unless I'm
We're-
starving.
And
Yeah.
even then, you're probably looking for a
Well,
you know
no,
a spoonful of dirt to cover it up with. I mean,
Yep.
oh,
it's
dude.
it's just
There's
not
a lot
good.
of things
I
I've
mean,
eaten
stop
that
making
are
things
last
that just aren't
resort.
good.
Last resort. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
MREs.
At some
oh,
point, you'll
I ain't
eat
eating that.
anything, right?
It's like
But
a lot of people here eat goose. I tasted it from 3 different people. They all
Yeah.
cooked it different. I thought it sucked. But if I have to,
Wow.
I'll eat a freaking goose.
We call our mother's
know, but-
goose.
Huh?
What's
we
that?
call mother goose. You know, there's
Mother goose?
Yeah, that's your
Mother
your
goose.
nan, and then if you say goose, that's your mum. So
Oh,
when
really?
yeah, so like
You-
they go,
Hello, Woody.
"How's your
Welcome to the
goose?"
show, brother.
Hello,
Yeah.
Woody Bush. I hope you're doing very well. But yeah, a little bit of
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
in England, Caps, they have the carvings,
Yeah.
the places you go to get a carving,
A
right?
carvery.
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 Yeah, that's where you get like a lovely bit of like a big Sunday dinner, a big roast.
Yeah.
Right.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday
was
dinner, right?
taken-
It's Sunday roast.
was
It's roast with
Yeah.
potatoes and carrots and
Meats,
Yeah.
broccoli, and
Well, it's
gravy.
like Thanksgiving. I
sweet
went to
potato.
a
A
restaurant.
bit of
that was
Irish. Throw
over
in
there
some potatoes.
that's what they specialized in.
yeah.
And it was like, we don't really eat that food like that all that often. Like, it's almost very comparable to what our Thanksgiving dinners would be.
Yeah, it's
Right.
expensive.
But to have a restaurant, like a normal restaurant, not even a big deal.
Yeah.
You just go and eat that off of like a buffet.
Right. Right.
Was,
Well, that's normal.
was
That's
really
that's
cool.
a Sunday dinner there, right? That's it. You have
Well,
Sunday roast.
it was a Tuesday lunch.
Oh, okay.
You can make it any way
that
you
like,
want.
You could go. Yeah, you can.
If
get
I
that
went to
anytime.
England to have fish and chips, I'd be sorely disappointed.
No, but fish and chips is lovely
Because
if you
their
get it
chips
cooked
are actually
properly.
fries.
They're not fries.
Yeah.
They're not fries.
They're chips.
They're
Gotta say
chips. And
right?
what chips are is that if you imagine a fry about 10 times thicker.
Steak fries.
Yeah.
We call those steak fries here.
Okay, well
Yeah.
that's what they are, yeah. And
Yeah,
they're
I
not
know.
the
But
proper
what I'm
fry.
saying is, I would expect to have some potato chips with it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some fish and chips. What's this? Where's the potato chips at?
You
Those are
guys
potato
usually
chips.
douse
Oh.
it with vinegar, right?
Yeah,
You
vinegar
douse
and
it
then
with vinegar.
salt. Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear my
Chip
kid in the
sauce.
background laughing?
That's okay.
I've had vinegar salt chips
Thanks.
before.
Yeah, vinegar salt chips. You ain't gonna let it go, are you, Rocky?
No, yeah, bloody hell. It's
No,
that staple
seriously,
dish.
I've been around the world a few times.
Yeah.
No, but look, can I just say something really truthfully? Look, England has not really got any other dish than like a Sunday dinner or fish and chips. That's our traditional dinners, and then turkey on us and on Christmas Day. But other than that, we look at everyone else to get
Yeah.
our dishes.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Chinese, Indian, and we've got them all around us though, because
Right.
there's so many.
Yeah. I know you've got a big a big uptick in just the last few years, just watching food shows and stuff of the Indian restaurants that are there,
We
right?
love Indian food, yeah. I've got a lot of respect for Indian people as well, blatantly.
Yeah. Okay.
Indian people
Grabbing
are
a-
nice. I
grab
just
a
hate
curry.
the damn spam callers.
No, I trained an older bloke for like, he's about 53 when I first met him, and now he's like older now, about 59. And I've trained in programming. I've been doing a lot with him, and I've done really well with him. And he's just a respectful man, and he can have a laugh and a joke. And he ain't, we have a laugh in racial slurs, and he isn't like he's just so cool. And some people can't handle that, and we are just jokers, big time jokers. And it's really, we've just got so much respect for each other. And in
That's
England,
awesome.
we're so multicultural; it's unreal,
Yeah. Cool.
In America, you're so
Scott,
racist.
I mean, Well, everything has to be so politically correct now.
Yes.
There's a rabbit hole to jump into. We'll just let that one lie. Scott, yeah, I mean, you've worked with people all over the world. We both have, over technical things and talking this and that and across the world. And you get these long-term friendships out of them that, when you work with them, I still have friends that are, that are on like my Facebook page and this and that they, send pictures to me and send chats and this and that. I've got them all the way from India to Serbia to, all across the globe. And it's people that you just learn, you start to deal with on an everyday basis, and they become a part of your lives. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's all the ones that keep throwing up walls out there that are destroying what is trying to make things better. I just had to throw that
No,
out there.
you're so right.
What's that?
You're so right, because like I see people come and go, and I've got to be honest. Like, some people could say, do you mind people coming over and whatnot and working over in your country and that? And I mean, in England, it's really apparent that that's what happens. And in the last 10 years, and like I'm the minority now. Like literally, I am the minority. People used to say it as a conspiracy. You'll be the, and be like, what are you on about? And now we are, and it doesn't bother me. But what does bother me is that when people come to this country and they don't work, and they just drain all our movements, it's soul destroying, really. So
yeah, no, totally understand. Scott, you got anything to say on that? On what I said? Comments?
No, it's just no, it's totally true. Yeah, there's people that have left their job that 5 years ago that I still talk to.
Right.
But one thing you can always have in common with a lot of people, especially when you've got a lot of people over you, like maybe somebody at a board or a director level, and they're just the most awful manager or leader. Like, people all over the world can gather to just have to put up with such garbage.
I feel attacked right now, Scott.
I feel attacked. Caps, are you being attacked in management?
Yeah, I'm a supervisor, but still.
Just remember one thing, Caps. You're in charge. I'm nothing, so you're in charge of nothing. Just go with it, and I'll let you take that one with you. That's just an old saying my dad used to say. I'm in charge, you're nothing, so I'm in charge of nothing. Let's just go with it.
I like it, to be honest.
There you go. Simple as that, right?
Come here, nothing.
All right. Right. I just popped up. Let me see what else. No. Is there any more press release on this Alaska thing, Scott?
No one cares.
No one cares. Oh my God.
Really, nobody cares.
You're funny, man. I love this show. I'll tell you what, the first time being on here, absolute brilliant, lovely movement, honestly. Thank you for letting me.
Caps, you are always welcome, my brother, here on the show.
Take
Absolutely.
care, Caps.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Don't get too excited, raccoon.
There you go.
Shit.
Hey, let's
be careful.
Let's go ahead and welcome. Let's welcome Woody Bush to the show.
You're up,
Welcome,
Bush.
Woody. How you doing,
Hey,
Woody?
Woody.
Man, you're out of breath.
I hope you're not doing nothing stupid.
He's working his tail off, it sounds like. Woody, you all right out there?
I'm trying to straddle a fucking staircase with a work plate behind it. It's just fucking
Woody.
my bag off. I'm fucking working on my splits.
Hey, let me also do this. The lines are open
Oh
here.
yeah,
Miss
sorry,
Cass,
sorry.
I knew you would know. I knew you would know. I'm not gonna bleep you. I'll just let you know, Woody. I love you, bro.
I'll do my best now. Yeah,
There you go.
just a dumb old redneck here, bud.
Whoa.
You're one of our favorites, man. I tell
You
you,
guys
well,
are
you
my
and I
favorites,
are
man.
on the same line. You know.
All the time.
Hey, Woody.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, back when I was stationed in North Carolina, I went into a store one time and I looked at this guy. I said, "Hey, I got a redneck joke for you." Guy said, "I don't like redneck jokes. I'm from around here." I said, "Okay." So you see this guy over here? He's much bigger than me, and he's going to beat the crap out of you if you give him a redneck joke. And this other guy's got a gun. I said, "Well, I guess I don't want to have to tell it to you." "Why not?" "I won't have to explain it 3 times."
Yeah, take that.
Wow. All right. Also on the air, let's go ahead and welcome Miss Karate Jane. Welcome to the show, Jane.
Hi, Pauls. Hi, Scott. Hi, everybody. Hey, Cabs.
Hello, Karate. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, I'm doing good. Thank you.
I didn't
Hey,
see
Woody.
that.
Hey, Rocky.
It's a great day here.
I was just talking on Discord. I do apologize.
That's okay. We'll let it slide.
It's like 60 degree. It's like 60 degrees here in PA. This weather's crazy. Yesterday it was 65.
Wow.
Yeah, I got my windows open, my screen door open.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful here too.
Woody.
I mean, it's beautiful. I told you.
Woody.
I warned you. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Woody, you know,
I'm just gonna go back to work, and you guys can listen to me grunt and moan and try and catch my breath. Try not to fall down the friggin' stairs. See?
Yes, good you, man. Woody. You said freaking.
Yeah.
Yep. See. Oh no, Woody, you are always welcome here to the Pulse, as you know. Yeah, Woody's been with me since the start of the show. Do you know that? He started with he came on the Pulse
I didn't know
2.5 years ago.
No way.
Yeah.
You've been on for that long and I ain't been on. You've never
been.
met me.
No. No.
No
Look
way.
at how we've all started to come together lately. And it's just amazing. You know?
It really is.
Yeah, I think we started in 2020.
I'm not gonna.
Scott, do you remember?
Yeah, it was like late October-ish, maybe.
October-ish.
I'm not gonna lie. I've calmed down a lot, so that's why I've been more like interjecting with people because I used to just do my own show and just be a bit of a mad head. But
yeah,
I'm just trying to be cool now.
Yeah. Trying to be cooler.
No, I only got the bad reception. Like, this show is amazing. If I go into a show and it's really cool and you can just get on and be genuine. Like, me and Scott spoke not long ago and we had such an amazing conversation, and it just shows where you can go and where you... And then I can have shows and they're absolute, just go off the... What's it called? Derailed, yeah.
Derailed, go off the rails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, if you can't be genuine out there and can't be yourself and you're, you know, should we coin a new phrase out here? If you're out there jedding it.
Yeah. Jedding it. I like it.
That's a new one. Let's just call it jedding it. That's right. You heard it here first on the Pulse. We're out jedding it tonight.
Oh, that is yours. That is yours now. That is yours.
Yeah,
that is yours.
I will that one. Hey, Ralph Williams. Hey, welcome to the show, man. Thank you for coming in. Our headline news show. It actually we just had real light news today. Well, not light-hearted. We did have light news today, and not much has come through. So me and Scott went ahead. We opened the panel up, and we're just having great conversation today. And not to mention, I get to hear Woody in the background. You know, he's on his Stairmaster. Woody, you're all right, man? You're okay?
Oh yeah. I'll send
Oh
you a
yeah.
picture.
Man.
Oh man, too much. For those that are in the room, you're welcome to call in here. I do have the lines open. I still have 2 more slots here on the panel
Yeah,
till I
get
learn
Ralph in.
yeah, Ralph, come on in. You're welcome to join in. Cass, you're welcome to join in. And it's a great day here at the Pulse, and Woody's out working out for us, you know. Yeah. Scott's like, yeah, I went to the gym this morning. Yeah, passed right by it.
I'll go to the gym's calf.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The old man is in the house. Welcome, old man. What a great day here at the Pulse. You know, it is. It's so fun that we can all come together like this and be able to have such a great platform that we're able to talk to each other. You know, Scott, you got any more news that's popped in?
No, it's been fairly slow, and
It's been quiet. You know, it's
yeah.
been real quiet today. Other than that, for those that have just got on the air here, we did have something that was shot down over the skies in Alaska. We're still waiting for something to. Two things have been shot down.
Size of a
here in
small
Alaska.
car.
Yeah. What did
That's
he called
literally
it?
what the Pentagon said. They're about the size of a small car.
Yeah, we had a Yugo fly
no bigger
over.
than a baby's arm. That's what he said.
We had a Yugo fly over. Also, a Chevy Sprint, and I have no idea.
No, is this a
and
Metro?
they're not saying
It was
where
a
it was at.
Metro.
Yeah, a Chevy Metro.
Okay.
You remember the Metro?
Yes.
Yes. Caps is like, yeah, I had one, man. I was cruising in it too.
Seriously,
man. It was cool. Did you really?
Yeah.
You had a Chevy Metro. That thing's had like a 3-cylinder motor in it. You always had to have someone open the door to, kind of
lift
pump
the
and
choke.
kick to get it
lift
going.
the choke.
That's right, man.
You have to warm it up
Chevy
3 hours
Metro.
before you can even drive it.
I won, actually. Do you remember the cars, the Yugos? YUGO? I think we actually made it stand out for your Yugo stood for your underwear gives out if you're in an accident, those little cars. I won one in a poker game once. I kid you not. I won a Yugo in a poker game. I don't think those things are still even
You like
around. Are they?
poker,
Well,
do
maybe
you?
not.
You mean you lost the poker game?
I lost the poker game by getting a Yugo car.
If they take pictures of you getting in the car and going home, they're like, he thinks he won.
He thinks he won. That's right. And here is your lovely parting gift, a Yugo.
Yeah. What was else on the table? A pogo stick and a unicycle? Like what?
Only here, man. When were those things? Let me see here. The Yugo, let's see, marketed as Zastava Corel. I can't even say it. Formerly manufactured by the Yugoslav Corporation. Originally designed in Italy as a shortened variant of the Fiat 128. Let's see here. Series production started on the 28th of November, 1980. There was 794,000 cars, and it was marketed all the way up till 2008. And here in the United States, it was marketed here from 1985 to 1992. So it had a 7-year market here in the U.S. And there's your worthless Pulse news for today.
Yeah, well,
too much, man.
People are gonna come in here. They're gonna go. The name of the show's The Pulse, and they're gonna hear Woody in the background. They're gonna go, oh my God, what's going on?
Right. Woody's huffing in the background. He's going. No. I put that out there earlier.
ASMR.
We're all in the here. Yeah, and Woody is he's at the gym working out for us. Yeah, Woody's at the gym working out for us. There you go. Simple as that. Yeah. Funny. I lost the poker game. And you go. You're killing me, Scott.
How long you play poker for?
There's a sit.
Yeah. I love poker.
Same.
I do.
Like the
I love
film The
poker.
Maverick.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Jane.
sorry.
I like poker too. We used to play 7-card stud, just with pennies though.
No, I like
Just with pennies?
Texas
Yeah.
Hold'em. I like.
Yeah.
And 5-card stud. That was back in the day.
Yeah.
We just played for pennies, my brothers and I and my dad. My dad taught me poker.
Yeah. We actually my dad was actually very big into poker, and he actually was on the poker tour and made final seat, the final 10 in the table.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, he did very well. He was a great poker
That
player.
is amazing.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That is
to you.
amazing.
Yeah, I still actually I have one of his jackets. My father passed away in 2020.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. He was a wonderful man, and I still have one of his World Series of Poker jackets hanging.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool stuff. I also got another jacket from. He was in Vegas, and he popped a royal flush in one of the big tournaments there. So they had him a custom leather jacket made with a royal flush on the back of it. And
that's so cool.
Yeah. So cool stuff, way stuff. And I have a collection of poker chips from around the world that
you do from around the world. That's neat.
Yep. Absolutely. So real cool. I think I've actually showed Scott a few of those. Didn't I show you a few of the poker chips?
Where do you live again, Paul?
I actually, I'm in Alaska now, but I grew up a beach boy in SoCal in Southern California. And from there, I've been in Arizona. I've been in Colorado. I've been in Alaska. And that's pretty much it. I did spend some time on the islands in Hawaii for some time. Oh, look, I'm in trouble now. Our executive producer, Susie, entered the room. Good thing you guys quit talking about her. We did all right. No.
I have not said a word.
Me neither. I'm being good.
Don't blame me, Paul.
Don't blame me either, Paul.
You know what? I've been the best I've ever been on a Friday on Podbean, actually. So
right?
That'll be your show. So yeah. You got to give it to me, man.
I am absolutely. I appreciate the respect that all you guys give me here on the show. Absolutely. It's a wonderful thing. What a great day. I mean, look at us all here. We've got some cool people here in the room. You know, we really do. You know, I thought about this, and I actually thought about it this morning when I was actually on the air with the old man this morning. And I thought about this. How cool would it be, and I wouldn't even mind hosting it, of just doing a show of all us hosts coming together and letting the public even ask us some questions and just putting all us hosts together.
I'd like that. I would love everybody to host and then be in the
You talking to me?
and asking questions.
Okay, one sec.
I suppose it depends on who you ask.
I mean, I don't know. I just thought about how cool. I got some feedback in the background. Must be Woody, maybe.
Just mute him for a minute.
But I thought about
anyone to unmute himself when needed.
Yeah, I thought about. I muted you for a second there, Woody. Blockchain, welcome to the show. I thought about putting together a show to where we could live in Vegas, leave it to Scott, of getting some of us hosts together and just having a fun show of just us hosts in the panel and being able to talk about what's going on and have some fun with it and even take some questions, that sort of thing. I mean, do you think it would go well, or how do you think it would do?
I think it'd be amazing, to be fair.
Yeah. I thought it would be awesome.
Yeah.
So, let me see what I can do on that and see if there's a time where we could all get together and get us hosts together and throw some invites out there and see how it rolls and see if we can put together a show. So, Scott, what do you think about that?
Earth to Scott.
lost
Earth
Scott.
to Scott.
I think he's busy
I
chatting in
think
the window
what
right
what
now.
would you would ask the audience? What if like they was asking really obscure questions? Like, I think that's the only thing
Well,
you might fall upon. Like,
the only thing I would do is I would hold some rules in there that it would have to do with maybe asking us as how we do things as a host, maybe how to how they can become a host, how they could progress, maybe
okay,
even learning about having a show of their own. I'm just talking just theoretically here of maybe just a lot of people look up to us as hosts out there. They
no,
really
I
do.
agree.
And they try and figure out how to do something on their own, and they have no guidance out there. So I think if we kept it to just us hosts as being able to help people out and almost doing, maybe a podcast show, how we could talk about, ourselves, our shows, how we got things going, that sort of thing. And maybe just help some other people out,
No,
other
no,
listeners
I
out there.
fully agree with you. Like me, I'm a bit wacky when I want to be, and I do a show that's proper impromptu, and I don't really
Right.
publish my shows, but there is times where I talk and I really get on a level with certain shows or certain topics.
Right.
But I
Right.
fully agree with you. Like it'd be worth doing, definitely. I fully agree with
Yeah.
you, to be honest. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
really good idea.
I
Okay.
think it's.
Scott, what do
I
you
think.
think?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay, Jane.
Well, no, I was pushing the idea a while back
Yeah.
that we should have like a tech summit,
Yeah.
like for the host, and so it not really be necessarily that much of an entertainment show, but more of a bring a bunch of technical topics up and kind of put people in charge of sort of like subject matter experts in certain territories, people who do things very well here on Podbean and
Yeah.
show the skills of
Yeah.
what people are doing.
Oh,
So
okay.
I know it's so boring, but
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
just my generalized output idea. There's a lot of
Right.
great ideas that I love. I hear people talk about
Yeah.
show ideas and
hmm
structured show ideas, and I really think that I get excited when I hear about people. Like there was for a while there was someone on here who wanted to do like a weekly crime show and was having like crime show like summits and discussions and stuff like that. And I
Right.
like the idea of behind that. I really like that. I'd like to see a lot more of that happen. Topic shows where people talk and share something new for everybody. I mean,
Can I
there's no reason
interject for 2 seconds, being as so I don't forget, Scott? Just so I don't forget,
yeah.
because I am drinking now.
Blockchain, by the way, I am watching your chat and I just haven't had a chance to intercede. Go ahead, Caps.
Me and Russell, another lad, I'm not promoting it, but I'm just saying generally, we thought of an idea, and we've been talking about it earlier today, and like we're gonna watch a film or two films, and see, this is a bit more of a softer idea, but we're gonna watch two films. Or one film. We're going to have a vote on what film to watch, and then we're going to watch the film, and then we're going to all chat about it. Like, it could be comedy, crime, could be anything. So that's another way of kind of thinking of a different object. Like, I used to have a show just doing the yes/no game, and you just literally do trivia and yes/no game.
Yeah,
and like you just kind of use your head a little bit, or bad cards, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's
enough characters on here to keep a lot of interest.
Yeah.
Individual characters, if you know what I mean.
Oh, definitely.
And I think that that's where the wealth is here. And we've talked, even the most controversial people on Podbean have their moment in a Hall of Fame, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I think, as wacky as it is, there's a lot of things that people can be utilized for. So I always suggest people to, when they have the time to invest in it, reach out to the people and bring those
Yeah.
ideas forward. I love the idea, like I said, of subject matter shows.
Right. A
Cap,
creative mind is a terrible thing to
yeah,
waste.
you had brought up starting some shows on was it Egypt that you were interested in, and I love
Yeah.
that idea. I think it's really cool. Especially if
me?
there was just so. What's that?
Me or Pulse?
You went digital on us, Caps.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can. Hold your finger up in the air. Give us some better reception. Come on, brother. You can do it.
Can you hear me
Get
now?
on your
Sorry.
tinfoil hat.
That's better. Yeah.
There you
better.
go.
All right.
Ahead,
Are you on about me talking about Egypt? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah, I really do. I really do want to. I fully agree. I'm sorry to interject again, but
yeah. Okay. Jane, you had a comment you wanted to make? I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off either.
you're good. It's your show. I just thought that would be a great idea if a whole bunch of hosts got together and then people could come in the chats and we'd listen to what you guys are talking about, and then you could open up a question thing, like halfway through the show, and we could all talk and see.
No.
Yeah.
I totally think that we could do something like that. It's been in the back of my mind. Scott gave me some ideas. Matter of fact, Scott has a lot of ideas, and they're very creative, and he gets some awesome ideas. But I was thinking about that this morning, about putting a host show together that maybe, we can just throw it out there of how we got to where we are, and it was told to me this morning, and I throw this out. Not every show is everyone's cup of tea, and I'm just putting that out there because it was said this morning on another show that I was on, and I realized that but you know what? One thing about it is we're all out there mostly for the same goal, and that's bringing people together, giving people a smile for the day, getting good information out there, and pretty much promoting, the reason of just doing it and enjoying what we do. I enjoy being a host of a show. I love being a host. I enjoy being able to come on your guys' shows on there, and just be able to talk and feel free to have fun with what we know and what we do. And I just think it'd be a great idea to put together a host show. Any other comments, Scott?
No, I think it's a good idea.
I do. And could I say one thing?
Absolutely, Caps.
What it is with me, like you just said that, where some people's show is not your cup of tea, and that's why I don't publish mine. I just go on impromptu, and I'm just I'll put the title of 60s, or I'm just gonna go hi. But when they come in, it's like a meeting room, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a pure meeting room, and sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes stupid, but most of the time lately it's going really well, and that's why I kind of hit the charts for a little bit. I'm not in there no more, but I hit top 11 on my other account, one that, and I kind of was shocked, and I just thought, oh, that's really cool. But the point is, it's not that, it's just bringing people together and hearing their stories, and hopefully people don't be horrible, and if you can get that, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. I unmuted you, Woody. I don't know if you were trying to be muted or not, or if you were talking. So I just noticed you were muted. Yeah, were you talking to no one? I'm sorry, Woody. I just noticed you were muted, and I go, Man,
No, I did
I haven't
that.
heard
It's
from
like,
Woody in a while. Woody, you got any comments about that?
what was that? I missed that.
Oh, you missed what we were talking about putting a host show together.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in.
Okay,
100%.
absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
I would really appreciate that. I'll see what I can get
I mean,
together
yeah.
in the background, and we'll all talk. You know, wow, what a great show it's been today.
I'm gonna send you
Absolutely
a picture
wonderful.
on Facebook right now, Brett.
Okay.
This cluster mess.
Thank you, Woody. I love you, brother.
It's so funny.
I absolutely love you, brother. You know,
I'm sorry.
You're not allowed in the host show. I'm only joking, buddy. I'm
Too
only
much.
joking. Neither am I, because I don't actually publish my podcasts.
I'll remember that, Caps, when I'm on the air, so that way.
Don't worry, I won't be offended.
No, I do that. You know, I mean, our shows aren't all PG. Usually, the rollover shows, I kind of lift the veil a little bit and let things go, and I don't mind. I don't mind it at all. But I do know that we have a lot of listeners out there, a lot of young listeners too.
Yeah.
So I just kind of keep that mindful.
I
You know,
respect
I
you
mean, if
fully.
it's yeah, thank you, sir. I mean, I have nothing against adult content. Matter of fact, I've been on your show, Caps, right? I get off the rails every once in a while. I mean, that's just part of it. I mean, I get on Russ's show, I get on Outside of Normal, I get this, I get that. You know, I mean, we're only human here. So
Yeah. My show is just about being yourself and relax and be a bit silly. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just let you know, let your child in you come out, if you know what I mean. Like relive your silliness, if you know what I mean. That's all it is. Sometimes.
yeah. And that's the biggest thing is we're all out here to support each other. Look at adult content. Caps needs babysitting. Caps just gotcha.
Oh God, getting told off now.
Yeah. Too much. Let's see here. Actually, something just broke, Scott. Did you see anything else on what was going on in Alaska? Did something just pop up on it? Did you see something break? Or did I lose
No,
you?
I'm here. No, there's really not much else coming out about that. Just people talking about what the Pentagon said. So
Oh, okay. Oh, this is it right here. Someone just sent me. Biden ordered U.S. military to down a high altitude object over Alaska, White House says. I actually have the clip of that. I don't even know. Let's see. Department of Defense. The high altitude object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. That's the official, what they're putting out on it. Okay. So since we are here in Alaska, I'll put that out there. We've had, well, Scott, it was 2 objects, right? And not one object.
they're not talking about both. So
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
It's been reported though that they've shot down 2 objects.
Yeah.
So that hasn't quite come out yet.
Okay. And was it a balloon? There is nothing on it as of now. As of now, we do not have any info on it. So I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, we'll keep an eye
I'm
on it and
looking.
see
I'm
if anything
seeing.
else.
I think there might be some stuff. Did you hear about the guy who scaled the Chase Tower in
No.
Phoenix?
No.
Oh Jesus! Like, dude,
What I miss?
I don't know how tall that building is, but he like, you know how that. Well, the building has like kind of where the corners kind of like come together, and they're like probably about 5-6
Right.
feet of close to each other.
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
literally
it's tight.
like hand and foot all the way up that. Like,
Are you
this,
kidding
like,
me?
Yeah, well, however tall that
It's
building
40
is.
stories. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's like
40 stories. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it well. Well, you and I both know that building well,
supposedly
unfortunately.
he was pro-life activist, is what people are saying. He had to be rescued. He like going up, and then it was like,
how do I get down?
Going down.
Yeah.
Down wasn't as fun, so they had to go grab him.
Oh, jeez. I just saw it. Someone just sent it to me right now. Man arrested after scaling Chase Tower in downtown Phoenix. We know where that's at. It's on Central Avenue in Phoenix. Let's see here. Let me pull some information on Chase Bank, on Chase Tower. Chase Tower is a 40-story skyscraper at 201 North Central Avenue in Phoenix. It was opened in 1972. That's about it on it. But
I've been in every nook and cranny in that building.
Yeah.
Except on the outside trying to scale it. I haven't done that.
Right.
That's not something
Fox 10 News, of course, you guys are 10, Fox 10 down there. Pro-life Spider-Man taken into custody after scaling former Chase Tower. Here we go. All right, Woody, I'm taking a look right now here. Okay. I got you now.
Feel free to share those.
Okay. If I could, I'm actually on my desktop right now, so I'm not able to share them. But
I've got some news on that Putin announcement that just.
Okay. Go ahead and do it, and then we'll wind this thing down.
This is from Inside Russia. Speculation that Russia has amassed 1,800 tanks, 700 aircraft, and 500,000 men, and will do a full-scale assault on the Ukraine in 10 days. It will be part of a some sort of celebration that is the first anniversary of the war. They're like going to party by invading another country, by invading the country big time. So,
So they're just basically going all out, and they just want to plant a flag.
This is
that's basically what it's looking like.
Going to be the biggest wave of military coming in. Now, is that true? No. At this time, what I just said is you can kind of put it in the slight conspiratory. But that's where everything's pointing to at this moment. So,
okay.
Yeah, we're like, oh my gosh, the U.S. gave Ukraine 30 tanks, and they're like amassing 1,800 of them right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
And Zelensky asked the EU for aircraft, and every single country during the EU summit told him no. And he's got 700 ready to go for. I mean, we're talking what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks is when this is all supposed to be happening.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll know. Monday's going to be a big show day. I could see it coming already. Monday's headline news. All righty, let's get some final thoughts in here. We're running out of time. Let's get some quick final thoughts out here. Karate Jane, you got any final thoughts while you're on the air here? If I still have Jane with us, maybe. We may have to catch up.
I'm here.
Woody Bush, you're welcome.
I'm sorry. I was putting my laundry in the dryer.
Oh, man. You could have stopped by here earlier. I could have gotten you a ride here on a balloon. All right, Karate Jane, go ahead and give us some final thoughts here.
Final thoughts?
Yeah, just final thoughts. Just a hi, a bye, anything you want. Go ahead. Final thoughts.
Well, I hope my Eagles win the Super Bowl this Sunday, and I hope everybody has a great time. And God bless you all.
Hey, thank you, Jane. Woody Bush, you got any final thoughts for the show? Let's see if I can get him. He's probably still working.
Mm-hmm.
He is. All right, Caps, let's go to you, Caps. Give me some final thoughts for the day.
Well, to be honest, I think America should be more vigilant on that balloon situation. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
And the second one is, I think you've got an amazing show, and it's brilliant and free. And I think your ideas are class as well, and I think you should press on them and start doing it, and you'll get a lot of movement, definitely. So go for it, man.
Thank you,
and
Caps.
thank you. And I'm out. I'll see you soon. And I'm in the chat, but I'm going to jump out.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Caps, for joining us here at the Pulse. Rocky, final thoughts for the day? I think we lost Rocky too, maybe. All right. Scott, go ahead and give me some final thoughts for the day for the show.
No, thank you so much for everybody joining. It was great. It was great to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Always makes a super awesome show when all your friends come and visit. So
absolutely. All righty then. I'm going to go ahead and wind this thing down here. Let's go ahead and go into it. All right. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining us here at the Pulse. Be on the lookout for us Mondays through Friday, 10 a.m. Alaska time, 11 a.m. Pacific. Also, our Wednesday variety show, 6:30 p.m. Alaska time, 7:30 Pacific. That's on Wednesdays. That's kind of our Let It Roll show. Also, I want to give a big thank you to all my guests that have come on here today. Caps, you're a wonderful man. Thank you for all you do for the podcast industry. Mr. Woody Bush out there, thank you. Karate Jane, WKOP's Yancey, thank you for making the Pulse great. You guys, it's you guys that make the show here. I just want to thank you from my heart that you guys make us for who we are. Cass, thank you for joining the show. All of you, it's been a great day. I'm going to give some shout outs here. Don't forget to check out the Old Man's Podcast Monday through Friday. That's 6 a.m. Alaska time, 7 a.m. Pacific. Great morning show. Like he says, puts a spring in your step. Lots of fun. Also, check out Caps out there, KAPZ. Be a part of it. We also got Russ's show, The Outside of Normal. Look out for Woody Bush. Just be a part of something, people. Enjoy yourselves out there. With all that, I'm going to go ahead and sign myself out here. And I got one more tune for you guys on the way out. Thank you again to my co-host, Mr. Tucson Scott, for making the Pulse what it is and being part of it here. If I could say one more thing, people out there, please be kind out there and be safe. Like I said, one more tune on the way out. I think I'm going to go with, I got one here. Let's go a little country today. Enjoy your day, people. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Hope you have fun during Super Bowl. Enjoy.
Getting colder, summer getting warmer, tidal wave come across the Mexican border. Wide back gallon is cheaper by the barrel, just don't get busted singing Christmas carols. That's us, that's right, gotta love this American ride. Both ends of the ozone burning, funny how the world keeps turning. Look, Mom, no hands, I love this American ride. Gotta love this American ride. Mama gets her rocks off, watching Desperate Housewife. Daddy works his can off, paying for the good life. Kids on the YouTube learning how to be cool. Living in a cruel world pays to be a mean girl. That's us, that's right. Gotta love this American ride. Both ends of the ozone burning. Funny how the world keeps turning. Look, Mom, no hands. I love this American ride. Gotta love this American ride. Oh, little if Miss America stands. She gained 5 pounds and lost her crown. Quick fix, plastic, surgical antidote. Got herself a record deal, can't even sing a note. Plasma getting bigger, Jesus getting smaller. Spill a cup of coffee, make $1 million. Customs caught a thug with an aerosol can. If the shoe don't fit, it's gonna hit the shan. That's us, Gotta love this American ride. Both ends of the ozone burning. Funny how the world keeps turning. Hot dog, hot damn. I love this American ride. Gotta love this American ride. Oh yeah. Na 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 na.
The Clear Sky Lodge.
This show brought to you in part by the great people at Clear Sky Lodge, where the steaks are the best in Alaska. Don't forget, Super Bowl Sunday, doors open at 11. Games and prizes will be happening during the game. Also, Wednesday food specials and pool tournaments on Friday nights at 7:30 p.m. Clear Sky Lodge, located at Milepost 280 Parks Highway, Anderson, Alaska. Open 7 days a week, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Give them a call at 907-582-2251 and tell them your good friends at the Pulse sent you.
That's all, folks.